Hello best learners, this is Mustafa here at Learn with the Best, and today we're going to be looking at Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Law number 20, do not commit to anyone. In this video, I'm going to define the law for you, and then we'll go over a few basics about the state of the Western world to create some frame around this law. And finally, we'll wrap up with an example from the book. Here's the law. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another and making them pursue you. If you allow people to feel as if they possess you to any degree, you lose all power over them. By not committing your affections, they will only try harder to win you over. Stay aloof, and you gain the power that comes from their attention and frustrated desire. Play as if you are a virgin queen, giving them hope but never satisfaction. Okay, so in today's day and age, the Western world lives in a female-first social order, and in this environment, Western men have become extremely weak-minded. We are raised to believe by our single mothers, our female teachers, the media, and everyone in between that we, as boys, are just defective girls. We are led to believe that our masculinity is a bad thing, and that, my friends, could not be further from the truth. Why do I bring this up? I mean, it's not really YouTube friendly, but I believe it's something that really does need to be spoken about. Because if you are a male in this Western world, then you are likely in the 97% of beta males out there. And if that's the case, then you are very likely to commit yourself to the first woman that throws you any ounce of affection. Do not be that guy. Learn to play the field, evaluate all of your opportunities, and never commit to anyone. By not committing, you become more valued and more desired. This is not at all to say that one gender is better than the other. No, not at all. Do not misunderstand me, because both genders are extremely important to the human race and to society, and both genders have their own role to play. Let me ask you this. What do you think happens to a woman in this sort of Western society when 97% of the men have become weak betas? The women are all competing against each other for the 3% alpha male population because they want that alpha, they don't want a beta. And that 3% of the alphas see that the vast majority of their male competition are beta. And so now that 3% of the alphas have their pick of the female market. So then what ends up happening to a lot of relationships? Well, a woman hooks up with an alpha guy, she gets pregnant, and then she becomes a single mother. Then the single mother will settle down with you, the beta male, because you're able to provide her and her children with a comfortable life. This whole scenario is not good for anyone involved. I don't have a solution here on how to fix this huge societal problem because that is way beyond the scope of this video. But for starters, you can begin to work on yourself. You know, this law, not committing to anyone, is more of a defensive law than anything else, in that it teaches you to not pick the low-hanging fruit. And I know how this may sound to a lot of my listeners here, but sometimes the cold, hard truth can be a hard pill to swallow, but it is a red pill that needs to be swallowed nonetheless. Let's use a reference here from the Matrix movies. Once we know that there is something for us to learn, when we know that there's something out there beyond our current understanding, we can then either take the blue pill and remain in la fantasy land, or we can take the red pill and see things as they truly are. If we take the blue pill, then we can go ahead with our lives living as sheep in a society that really just sets us up, not necessarily for failure, but really not living our best lives. Or we can take the red pill and learn the real way of the world, and with that new understanding and wisdom, we can create and shape our own unique path. Now let's look at how the first Queen Elizabeth used this law to her advantage. But before we do that, I need your help with YouTube's algorithm. Please simply engage with this video. Things like smashing that thumbs up button, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this video with your friends on your social networks. All these things really do help me out a lot, and I appreciate you for your engagement. And if you want to transform yourself from a lamb to a lion, then check out my course pinned in the top comment below. I will teach you the tools that you need for success, but you have to actually step up and put in the work on yourself. This course is not for everyone because the majority of the population are sheep, quite frankly. But for those very few of us who do want to walk the path of a lion, this is the course for you. Okay, let's get back into the video. So back in the day, once upon a time, when Queen Elizabeth ascended the throne in England in the year 1558, the society of that time wanted her to get married. Her marriage prospects were debated in Parliament amongst the noblemen, the common folk, and everyone else in between. It was the main topic of conversation everywhere. The Queen did not want to get married because she knew that she was in a position of great power and that if she married, then some of that power would diminish. Instead, if she presented herself as the beautiful virgin queen, it would gain her more attention and thereby increasing her power even more. What she really wanted out of her life was not a husband or children, although I could debate that. But for the purposes of this example, what this woman really wanted was to bring peace among the many European nations. And so, over several years, many of the most handsome and eligible bachelors vied for her hand in marriage. She never discouraged them. She would simply stir their interest and at the same time keep them at bay. I mean, this is pretty much hypergamy at its finest. But anyway, the game that Queen Elizabeth played with her suitors made her the subject of countless fantasies and even the object of cult-like worship. The kings of Europe knew that a marriage with Queen Elizabeth would seal an alliance between England and any nation. The King of Spain wooed her, as did the Prince of Sweden and the Archduke of Austria. She would flirt with them all and build strong alliances between the nations, and after the alliance was set in stone, she would find a polite way to excuse herself from their company, never committing herself to anyone. When the queen passed away, she left her legacy as the Virgin Queen, having created peace between many nations. So as you can imagine, this law doesn't just apply in the realm of love. In fact, it applies to just about everything. If your business is failing, then do not be so committed that you go down with the sinking ship. Do not be so committed to your job either. Always be looking for new opportunities, and when something better comes along, take it. Rinse and repeat. Do not be committed to your physical location. If you hate the weather, or the town, or the city, or the suburbs, or whatever, then move. Pick yourself up and move. Do not be so committed to your lot in life. Always be on the lookout for better opportunities. You know, they actually don't even do this anymore, but decades ago in America, if you worked for a big blue chip company and you worked for them from the time that you graduated high school to the time of your retirement, then that company would present you with a very nice shiny gold watch as your retirement gift. You know, this would be like a Rolex or a similar big brand. They would engrave on this watch your name and the amount of years that you so generously donated to their company. For me, this is really the core of this law. Why would anyone commit their entire life to working for that one big company? Let's go through a thought exercise for a moment. Imagine that you have worked your 9-to-5 job from the time that you graduated high school to the time of your retirement. Let's say that's something like 40 years. Now you, Gustavo Smith, have your name engraved on this golden watch, and it says thank you for your service, 2010 to 2050. Do you really want this watch and all that it symbolizes? What will you do with it? Will you wear it proudly wherever you go? When people ask you about it, are you going to say, oh yeah, I worked for that company, ABC, for XYZ amount of years, and in the end, they gave me this gold watch? Are you going to say that to their faces, keeping up appearances, while on the inside you know that you gave up your youth and your dreams so that you could work a lifetime making someone else richer and contributing towards their dreams? And at the end of it all you received was a stupid golden watch with your name on it. And then after you finally pass, what's going to happen to that golden watch? Will your kids wear it and reminisce all the time that you couldn't spend with them because you were too much of a sheep to start a side hustle? So instead you put all your time and effort into making your boss richer. Will they sell it to a jewelry shop or have it melted down? Maybe they'll throw it in a box and put it in the attic. Let me ask you this, dear viewer. At the end of this thought exercise, was it worth it? Donating your time? Do not be so committed to anything in life except for your true self. Listen to your gut. What is it that you really want out of your life, and how are you going to get there? Okay, so I think we should end the video here. If you like my YouTube content and you want to support me in the creation of more content on this channel, then please check out my Patreon link pinned in the top comment below. I upload new videos every Friday for my Patreon subscribers that go deeper into my life regarding the 48 laws. And these videos on Patreon are a bit more raw and untamed than my usual videos here on YouTube. And if you're a patron of mine already, then I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it's people like you that make all of this content even possible. I hope you enjoyed this animated video on Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Law number 20, do not commit to anyone. And remember, you only retain about 10% of what you learned the first time around. So watch this video through a few times and then come back to it again and again in order to really understand and ingrain all of the material into your mind. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.